Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Jets of Virginia Beach taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest.
There he goes, right side. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Escapes the defender. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Look at him go inside the 30. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Well, the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here is Aaron Rodgers.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the line.
Derrick Henry all alone. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 83 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? On the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. This one deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Able to slither by. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
That's some good hard running there as he pushes way forward for about 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoid to give it.
Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back. Field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Huntley. And this will be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down throw from Huntley. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a good job. Space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Huntley off of play action. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, here's Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Huntley. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
At the 12-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. To throw, Huntley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's Huntley. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Davis now to return it. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, a run with Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
On the sneak, Rodgers trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, here's Huntley. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Huntley. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah. likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Zuerlein now for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
Check, Panther. Hey, Bronco switch.
On 3rd down, Henry busts through the tackle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Ready, check.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Samuel Aguavin,
The outside linebacker coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
so second.
Got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Henry out of the pistol. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sag. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Allen Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say,
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Henry up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I love the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Henry again on 2nd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 168 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Huntley.
It's caught by Aguilar.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And the Jets set to take the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a two-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ball on a give up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, now Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the Jets. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Huntley to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Huntley looks to throw.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And the Jets will take over. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think in this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 6, 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Huntley. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Huntley. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down to go, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Hall again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.